Nope.
When I got home earlier today, my roommate was acting weird. I asked him what was wrong, but he said nothing as he looked around nervously. I'd just gotten home from a lunch date, and he was getting ready to leave for his afternoon shift, but he was frazzled. Something was definitely wrong. He left, and the house was quiet. Soon, I'd have to go to bed and sleep before I went to work for a night shift. For now, I plopped down on the couch. I wanted to watch something on my phone, but as I scrolled through the options, I couldn't find anything good. When I set my phone down, I finally noticed how dark and quiet the house was. I felt something rub on my hand and jumped. It was my blanket from when I was a kid. My mom had dropped it off for me not too long ago, as a reminder of home. Man, I needed to calm down. I relaxed and took in my surroundings. The old blanket, the rough texture of the old couch, the tick-tock sound of the nearby clock, and the scratching sound on the wall behind me. I jumped up again and looked behind the couch. Nothing. I was going to sock my roommate on the arm later for freaking me out. Once again, I calmed down and took it all in as I drifted off. The ticking clock, the blanket, the rough couch, the hand scratching my back. I was shocked awake, but I was too freaked out to move. It felt like rough, lanky fingers gently scratching on my upper back. When I tensed up, I felt the fingers tense up. I finally rolled quickly off the couch, and I swear I could see a huge, dark hand moving fast out of the corner of my eye. I emboldened myself and madly tore into the cushions. Nothing. It's got to be my imagination, right? I made myself sit down on the other side of the couch. This time, I flicked open my pocket knife and wielded the blade over my head like a madman as I ripped away from the cushions. Nothing. I grabbed my blanket and yanked it up. Also nothing. As my adrenaline surged, I stomped off to my room, still clenching the blanket. I collapsed into bed with my blanket next to me as I faded into sleep. I dreamed that my blanket was coming to life and was rolling on top of me in order to suffocate me. I woke up. I could feel the scratchy blanket sitting on my chest, right over my heart. Its fingers spread all over me, the size of a dinner plate. I don't know why it came to my mind right then, but I remembered that my roommate worked in the research department of the local university's biology lab. I blinked as my eyes adjusted to the dim light and found myself staring into several pairs of tiny black eyes in the middle of a demonic-looking creature with several furry legs emanating from it. I tried desperately not to increase my breathing, as I knew that would make it react. I could not stab it without stabbing myself. Those of you who know about bird spiders, called that because they literally hunt birds, know that they are normally huge, but with legs spanning 12 inches wide. This one was as big as they ever got. I guess I know what my roommate was up to lately with all the late nights in the lab. I couldn't hold my breath anymore, and my heart rate increased. It slowly lifted its fangs to strike. I swatted it with my blanket, and both it and the blanket flew into the corner. I grabbed my phone and shined the screen toward it. I saw the blanket move. I hopped up into a crouched position and lunged at it. I began to rain down blows on the blanket. It began screeching. "Die, you freak!" After a while, I collapsed against the wall, hyperventilating, but never taking my eyes off of the blanket. Was this thing moving? I couldn't believe it. I saw furry legs clawing their way out of the wool cloth. I grabbed the thing and yelled, "Die already!" as I hurled it out of an open window. Both it and the blanket landed in my barbecue pit in the yard. Perfect, I thought. I ran outside with a lighter and lighter fluid, angrily laughing like a madman. The coals in the pit were old and used, but they should work. I saw furry legs trying to claw out of the pit, but retracted quickly as I doused it in fluid. When I stuck the lighter to it, it lunged at me in order to bite, but I was ready, and I stabbed it with my poker in my other hand. The fire roared with a whoosh, and wouldn't you know, that thing screamed like a banshee. The blanket burned too. Sorry, Mom. I grabbed a spiked tip, tenderizing the hammer, and smashed the ashes until there was nothing left. Now, as I'm typing this in my car, in the dead of night, I still shudder when I feel an itch on my skin. I'm outside of a pet shop right now, and the owner is just getting here to open up. He's got a bird spider for sale that should be a perfect parting gift for my roommate as I move out tonight. Trapped right under his pillow. The one he always lays on and adjusts as soon as he gets home in the mornings. After that, I'm crashing at Mom and Dad's place. Anyway, it's late. Sleep well, everyone. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, you know what to do. Douse some lighter fluid onto that like button and light that bitch up, you know what I'm saying? Sorry for the foul language. Shout out to the author of this story, Reddit user OzarkNightOwl, or is it OzarkNightOwl? I can't really tell, so I'll let you be the judge by leaving the link down in the description below. I'm gonna go with OzarkNightOwl. Yeah, if you have arachnophobia, sorry. Not gonna lie, didn't see that coming when I chose this story, but I am not disappointed. And wait, what's that? Right behind you. Just kidding. Until next time, everybody, remember to stay safe out there. I'll be seeing you in the next video.